Hey guys, TJIF. Happy Friday. Well, actually, only thing I really love about Friday is the fact that I'm getting so close to the Sabbath. Yes, praise the Lord. But I'm in this line right now waiting to get some Wendy's. I'm just gonna get a soda, and that's gonna bring me into the whole reason why I said that why I'm actually making this. Because I know yesterday, with the last video I made, I had said that I would make a video. So I'm doing that now about some of the things that, some of the habits that you need to have that keep you sober. That's helpful for being sober. Oh, actually, I gotta. This one doesn't have a pause button. I'm definitely gonna have to pause. Unless you guys want to hear. You know what? I'll just let you hear the whole Wendy's order thing. So the thing is that I'm not gonna give you a list of things to keep you sober. I'm gonna give you this one thing, tips, hints, notices of when you're being targeted about your sobriety. Now, I always tell you guys that it's a battle between the Lord and the adversary, the devil. And when you realize that you got that in your mind, you got that in your head at all times, you can pinpoint some things that happens. Now, I don't know if you watched the other video that I made when I was driving down to Burger King the other day when I told you I was going to give you these tips. It was a girl walking down the street, and I kind of briefly glanced out and looked down at her. Now, I honestly thought it was another girl that I had known, but it wasn't. But that was a distraction. Here we go. So today, actually called me to talk to you guys. So that was actually a distraction. Now I recognize that because it's been in. I really wish this had a pause, but I'm on power saver mode right now, and power saver mode is not allowing me to pause this. So this is already got.
What can I do for you?
Hi, can I get a large soda, Coke soda?
A large pepper for?
No, a Coke, a soda, just a soda, a large.
What type of soda?
A Coca-Cola.
A large Coke, anything else?
Nah, that's it, just a large Coke.
Okay, I'll put it $2.77, large Coke, first one please.
All right, thank you. So I know I sound kind of aggressive, but yeah, she was gonna keep asking me that same question over and over and over and over again, and I didn't feel like saying it once more. How you doing? All right, thank you. Have a good one. So like I was saying, so that was a distraction. I noticed it because he has been throwing it in my dreams, and girls just been popping up left and right. And I know that's my downfall, as for the most part, what gets me to my breaking my sobriety. So I had to be careful of that. Now, see, when you know your when you know what triggers you, that's a good way to not relapse from your sobriety, and that's a good way to stay sober and be able to make it through your sobriety. Because it's one thing to relapse, but it's another thing to deal with actually being sober. Relapsing is just the end result of failing, but making it through the sobriety is also a difficult phase too, because you're not living the same life you're used to living. So that is something that you got to pay attention to, is those little triggers. So with me, I had made sure that I didn't fall victim to the females. So now that he got that, it's the second part that the adversary gonna throw at me. He's gonna throw at something that I'm not paying attention to, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm getting a soda. He's attacking me with my food. Now, the last video when I told you guys I was gonna give you tips on staying sober, sleep was the one I was talking about. Sleep was one of the tips of staying sober. Food is another one as well. Being.
How you doing, sir?
That's the large. That's the biggest one I got.
You got, man.
Okay, thank you.
Got you.
All right.
You already got one already. See, someone said no, man.
I'm thirsty today. So being aware. I'm driving back, guys. That's what I do. Being aware of his things is also a way for you to not fall victim to his little schemes that he have. So I had the Burger King earlier this week. Then I just got Burger King earlier this morning after I came from the plasma center, and then I just got me a soda. Now this happened because I'm getting lack of sleep. Now remember I told you the last video I talked to you guys about was the lack of sleep video. So you see these triggers that's happening. Remember I told you guys stick to your schedule. So I fall off schedule, then I get lack of sleep, then I break my food habit, and then the girls will get me. The one thing that I'm looking out for, but when he throws all the other things at me, I stop looking out for the girls. And when I start falling victim to these things, then it's easier for me to fall victim to the other thing. Or I may be too much paying attention to the other thing, where I continue to just keep falling off schedule. And then this new routine that I have came up with myself for sobriety, I've given it all up because I'm too busy paying attention to the one thing that I know is gonna make me stumble. You gotta pay attention, guys, and you gotta remember that it's a battle between the adversary and the Lord. It's not between whatever you got going on and yourself. It's between the adversary and the Lord. So if you're not paying close attention to that, then you're not gonna be able to you're likely gonna fall victim. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna be able, because I'm not gonna put that on you or on myself. But if you stop paying attention and you're not realizing that it's between the adversary and the Lord, that's where you're gonna fall victim, because of the fact that you think it's something you got going on. No, this has been a war that's been waged since the beginning of time. And when you doing things of the world, you're on the devil's side. And when you're not, and you're doing what the Lord tell you to do, you're on the Lord's side. And diet is up there. It's in the book. It starts off when it says, we give you plants for meat. So they was obviously a vegetated state. Not until they had to cover a vegetarian society between Adam and Eve. So not until they had to cover the Adam and Eve with the skins, no animal was killed at that point. So that let you know that they were eating only plants off the tree. And then when they kill the first animal, they get kicked out of the garden. Then you hear the first time you hear Abel sacrificing animals for the Lord, right? Because the Lord sacrificed the animal for Adam and Eve. See, there's a lot of things y'all won't be catching. The Lord had to kill an animal to clothe them, so therefore they have to now kill animals to sacrifice to the Lord. It's reversed now. You see how things goes? So at that point, from that point on, it's been always between the devil and the Lord. And we're the pawns, we're the pieces on the table. You might not like it, but the devil used us from the beginning. So therefore the Lord has to use us as well, because we are his children. So it's like the devil is attacking, like your parents or whoever is parents. The devil, like somebody's attacking your children to get to you. So of course you got to go back towards your children to make sure they don't fall to that person who's attacking them, right? So you got to get them right with themselves so that they can fight against the person attacking them to get at you. That makes sense to you guys? So I just want to give you that. I know it's Friday. I'm about to get ready to get to the Sabbath, and I probably won't be able to make a video, and I got to get back on schedule. But right now I'm getting a soda because, again, I need to make these phone calls. I told myself I was going to do it. At the end of the week, I'm not going to do it on Sabbath. Sunday is not going to be a good day to do it, to be calling people on the phones. And then Monday is going to be the day when my trial is over with. And I don't want me not to have any calls, even though I got a free trial to use this software. So I just want to make sure that I got in contact with you guys today. And I want to get a shout out to Sister Naomi, because she's been supporting my videos. And I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. We need that support. And I say I was going to make that video. Maybe when I make these phone calls, I could come back before it gets the sun go down and make that those things to do that gonna keep you sober. But I just gave y'all a couple of snippets. I already told you sleep is one of them. And then right now, sticking to your eating habits. Make sure you don't fall victim. And I'll give you another one. Support. So maybe I'm giving y'all a goose ass for every video. That's gonna be the list. But support is definitely something that's gonna keep you going to on your sobriety. So when you got somebody supporting you, she's been supporting me. She said that my video been helping her out. So hey, we don't even really know each other, but that's enough. That's enough for us to continue to support each other. So I just want to give you that shout out, Sister Naomi, because I do hear you. I do hear you right now. But right now, one of the things I am doing is getting on my purpose, going towards my goal. I just gave y'all another one. That's another thing, having a goal. I'm giving y'all the list right now if y'all paying attention. Having that goal helps you stay sober too. Having something. So I know why I came into this. I know my reason, and my reason is very important to me, and it's very imminent to me. It's not something I can wait on. So I know that I need to do this. I wish I had my sobriety journal with me so I could read that quote that I wrote. It's in I believe it's 2 Corinthians 2:14. Y'all be off the dome with this stuff, and I don't even like quoting verses. But when you read, that's why you gotta read that. You gotta read that word, because remember, the word is your sword and your faith is your shield. Those are your only two defense. Everything else is just armor. You know what I'm saying? But that shield and that sword is the only thing that you can fight with, and that's your word that you spit out. So if you're not sharpening your word, and how do you sharpen your word? By learning your word, reading your word, so you can spit it back out. So off the dome, I think it's 2 Corinthians 2:14 or either 1 Corinthians 2:14. I'm pretty sure I'm going with the first one I said. 2 Corinthians 2:14, and it goes. It's basically saying that I'm 100% paraphrasing and summarizing this. It's saying that God wants you to be submitted to Him. Like you gotta give up those sins. You gotta live and walk the way He walks, so that when you ask of Him, you can receive. Because He says if you ask, you will receive, as long as you do these things, which is obey His word and put the word away from you. Then therefore, He's gonna heal the nation, as it says. And the nation is the people around you. You heal your community, I believe it is. And right now, my goal is I need my community healed. More so individual within my community, but that's still my community. So for me to be able to request this upon the Lord, I have to be walking with the Lord. That's why you guys wonder why your prayers don't get answered. Well, are you on the Lord's team, or are you on the adversary team? If somebody on the enemy side comes and asks you, the captain of your side, on your team that you on the army you in, would the captain listen to the requests of the soldier from the enemy's team? Of course not. So if you're not walking with the Lord, you're walking with the enemy. And if you're walking with the enemy and you're asking the Lord to do something, He's not going to answer you. Why would He do that? Unless it's going to do what? Edify Him. So if you're saying, Lord, please bring me closer to you. Oh yeah, that's getting answered. Because that's edifying Him, and He knows that's for the best. But you're like, Lord, I need to get up out this house. I want to move somewhere else. And you're like, what happening? What are you doing? Are you living with somebody you shouldn't be living with, and that's why you need to get out of the house? Maybe you answer it. But are you smoking weed? Are you drinking? Are you fornicating? Are you doing all the things you shouldn't be doing? You might not get that answer. And if you do, it likely may not be for the Lord. You gotta think about that as well. Sometimes y'all get them answers, and y'all think it's from the Lord. It's not from Him. It's from the adversary, because He's happy to give you that. So I just want to let y'all know that. So it's raining right now. That's why I'm kind of prolonging this, because I don't want to really get out this car, but it's hot. I got an AC. I'm so silly. Just make sure that you're doing what you got to do so that you can get to where you got to go. What I got to do right now is be 100% on point with my Lord, with my Father, Abba, because I got this thing now I'm requesting for Him, and I need this to be answered. And if this doesn't get answered, it's because of me. I mean, he said that he would do it. And I called him out. Let me tell y'all something. I call, hey, everybody is held accountable. Even the Lord. He said, asking you receive. Knocking the door will be open. Moses did it. Lord, you say you finna destroy these people. These the people that you brought out of Egypt. You promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Therefore, you can't go on your word. The Lord repented. He changed his mind. So Moses was the first to do it. So, and I ain't get it. No, this ain't me. I ain't come up with this. Moses came up with it. So if the Lord held accountable, you better be sure that you're going to be held accountable, because even the Lord is held accountable. Okay? So when the Messiah, which is God Elohim, made flesh, he came down. He said, if we knock and it will be answered, I'm holding him accountable. Hey, you said this. This is what you said will happen. But he also said what I just told y'all in Corinthians, you got to be on his team. You got to be walking with him. You got to be following him. So if you're not following him, how then do you expect him to grant you your, I don't say grant because it's not wishes, it's not your genie, but how do you expect him to answer your prayers? Okay? So I gave y'all a big hint. That was like a whole video in itself. I just gave y'all some of them tips of things to keep you sober. But make sure you are on your goal. Remember your purpose. Write it down as soon as you start whatever you're doing. You're getting away from, you're working out. Make sure you have that goal. Whatever, everybody's not on sobriety, but sobriety is just something else that you're trying to, it's another fast. It's a fast away from whatever we're on. You're fasting away. Whatever goals you have, it's a fast away from something else. You're always fasting, people. I'm going to let you know that right now. You're always fasting. Fasting is getting away from something. So therefore, if you're going towards something, you're going away from something else. So you're always fasting. So remember why you're on that fast. Remember why you're on that journey, because that is what's going to keep you motivated and have your eyes focused. So when I'm not answering, when I can't respond, it's because I got my eyes on a prize. You know, Lecrae got a song. It's called 828. Keep your eyes, that's the chorus. Eyes on the prize. I forget exactly how it goes, but y'all can look that up. Keep your eyes on that prize. Keep focused. Keep that tunnel vision. Everything, but he says, don't look to the right or to the left. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on him. I told you I could break it off the dome because I sharpened my shaw so I can spit it out there. Just like when you have the last one I'm gonna give y'all, because I gotta go, because I gotta make these phone calls before I get too late. But just like when God was in Messiah, he had got baptized, Holy Spirit come down. God says, this is my son who I'm well pleased. You got the Trinity there all together. First time since Genesis. And then he goes into the wilderness. The adversary tried to use word against word, because Messiah is the word made flesh. So the adversary tried to use word against word himself. And what did word do? Sharpen that sword. He spit it back out there. Remember, it says in Revelation, he's going to be riding on that horse with a what? A double-edged sword coming out of his mouth. A double-edged sword coming out of his mouth. Now, how you got a double-edged sword coming out your mouth? I mean, he got one sword inside his mouth. One end of that sword is inside of his mouth. Because he is word. So word coming both ways from him. Y'all don't know about that. But he used that word against Satan. He says, but isn't it written? Doesn't the word also says, Mr. Adversary, Hashadan, devil, Lucifer, doesn't the word also say, since you're trying to lose the word on me, so y'all got to know that word so y'all can be able to lose that word, because he's coming after you. All these temptations, all these cravings, all these things that you're moving away from, is him coming after you, because he feel you leaving. And he can't have another person on the team, because he already know he going to lose. Listen, Satan know the word better than anybody else, because he came. He was on the right hand of God. So he know all this stuff. Remember when they were talking to the demons said, I know Jesus, but who are you? He said, but the other demons said, well, God, it's Jesus. Oh, what you came here for? They know who they is. They know this. They just trying to get you. They already know this. He already know how it's going to end. He just wants you to come with him. Misery loves company, and he's going to be in hell, so he need everybody in hell. And for some reason, he thinks if he can get all of y'all to think that he's God, that he's the real God, and be on his team, he can actually defeat God. But at the end of the day, he knows that he loses the battle. So he's trying to just get people on your team, on his team, because the more people on God's team, the less chance he has to win. He already don't have a chance, but he feels like maybe if he get enough people on his side, he can have some type of fight. Maybe he going to lose, but he can at least have a fight with the Lord. So let me tell y'all, pay attention to what the adversary has going on. Remember, this is sobriety and a Lord channel and real talk. And everything I talk real is just the Lord anyway in me coming out of me. So all that comes back down to the same thing. I'm talking about sobriety now because that's what I'm going through. But it's all about the Lord. Everything I talk about is the Lord. So I'm going to talk that it's going to be that secular point, but I'm going to do God point in there, because whatever secular is, that's the word, and but I know that's the language y'all speak. But then I'm gonna put the Lord on it too. So remember, it's all about the fight between the Lord and the adversary, man. And I don't say his name that much because I want y'all to always understand that he's the enemy, and I don't want to get his name. I don't want to get his name. He don't deserve that. Elohim deserve that. The most ancient of days deserve that. Alpha Omega deserve that. Yahweh deserve that. Jehovah, Yah deserves that. The Most High deserves that. Messiah, Yahshua HaMashiach, Jesus deserves that. But the adversary, he don't deserve that name, so he ain't getting that. So anyway, it's Friday, y'all. I don't think, now that I think about it, I'm probably not going to make that. I'll probably wait till next week or Sunday to do that for y'all. But I just gave y'all 4. Y'all already had sleep. I just gave y'all your dietary ones, and then I gave you keeping your eyes on the prize. So that's 3 right there, and I gave you another one. I can't think of it, but if you're paying attention, it was 4, I remember saying. So anyhow, oh yeah, I'm not even gonna say it, but anyhow, y'all have a great one. God bless y'all. Shabbat shalom if I don't make the video. Happy Friday, and make sure y'all stay in that word. Okay? Talk to you later. Love you all.